guys, it's Jill here, and welcome back to my channel. I know that I've been gone for a while, as in like 3 months, but I can explain myself. So in all of my tags and videos, I kept repeating characters and books that I have read. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a break from BookTube to read other books and learn other characters so I can bring new people and characters and books to this channel, and that's what I wanted to do, and that is why I've been gone for so long. But what I did want to do is I did want to participate in Mermaid May. That is what I've always been looking for. I didn't get to do it last year because I didn't know that was a thing, and it's like a small thing. Not a lot of people know about it. But Mermaid May is when you read books only about mermaids or sirens or like pretty much anything like that. So what I want to do, or what I did do, is I read 4 books, and I also have some recommendations. And I also read another book that was not mermaids because I just ran out of my books that were mermaids. That's okay. So, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Oh yeah, and disclaimer, all the books that I got were from the library because I just haven't bought any like mermaid books besides the one that I'm gonna recommend to you guys. I haven't bought any mermaid books, so like a lot of these books that I've been mentioning are going to be from the library, so I'm not going to have them, so there's just going to be a picture right here. Yeah, so now we can get on to the video. The first series I have is Of Poseidon by Anna Banks, and I read the first and second one, Of Poseidon and of Triton. It's about this girl that goes to Florida for a trip, and something happens to her best friend that leads to another life. So like, something bad happens, and it's a cause and effect kind of thing. And okay, I'm trying to like describe how this is. So she meets someone down in Florida with her best friends. Doesn't know who they are. There's 2 of them. But later find out who they are and why they're there. And if you really like know what Of Poseidon is but haven't read it, you're gonna guess who these people are. But that's okay. But anyway, she meets new people, discovers who she really is, and where she came from, and just like this whole legacy of like what had happened. So those are the first 2 I read. So Of Poseidon and of Triton. The next books I have is the first and second books to the Wake trilogy, I think, by Amanda Hocking. And I actually have the second book to the series because I read it. Okay, so I started reading it on the last day of May and finished it like past midnight. So I'm just gonna count it as in May. So this is the second book called Lullaby, and I'm gonna put this right here. And the first book is Wake. And so what it's about is it's about this girl named Gemma. Whoops! It's about this girl named Gemma and how she was tricked into being something she didn't want to be, and so now she's kind of stuck in being a life that she can either die or not, and like she can either die or kill. So you learn all about that in the book if you're gonna read it. They're not necessarily mermaids. I will tell you that they are sirens. Because you'll kind of get it, like, almost immediately from it. So it's not really a spoiler, it's kind of what it is. So it's about how Gemma, like, found love. She found love, that's what I'm going to say. She found love to the neighbor boy, which is actually her sister's best friend, but they've been friends for a while and whatever. And, like, just bad stuff has been happening, and it's a crazy thing because you think that it's about sirens and mermaids, so it wouldn't be that bad. But honestly, there is a lot of like bad stuff that happens in there, and I don't know, you'll just like it. And the second book, I can't really say much about that, otherwise it was spoiled the first book. So the second book is just, it obviously carries on the story from like not right then and there, but it's close enough. So I definitely recommend this series. I read both of these books in a day, and yeah, it was a rapid fire read. Mostly because my friend Lydia wanted me to read a different book, her favorite book, but that's okay. Rapid reads, you guys. Rapid read. Okay, so that is what I read in May from mermaid books. But here are some mermaid books that I recommend to everyone who actually wants to participate in Mermaid May, or actually just wants to read books about mermaids. So the first one I have is The Siren. I'm pretty sure I did a book review on this, so I'm going to hold this over here. But that's okay. So it's about this girl that has been a siren for a really long time. She falls in love, but they can't speak to humans, otherwise they like want to drown themselves. Hence the whole fact that she's a siren. So like, if they say anything around humans, they just boom, drown themselves. But she falls in love with a guy that she meets, I think, that saves her possibly. Yeah, that saves her. Okay. And I haven't read this since like a long time ago. That's okay. This is a 2016 book. But I'm just saying. It's about this girl that falls in love, but she can't be with him because she's a siren, and she still has like many years. I think she still has like 20 years to be a siren, because you have to be like a siren for 100 years and serve the ocean. So that's pretty much what it is. Like, the ocean is kind of like a person itself, but it's not. It's like hard to describe. And I can't really think of anything that would like help describe it. So it's pretty much the ocean. The ocean is a person, but it's not. That's what I'm going to say. And the sirens have to serve for 100 years. And so far she served for 80, and she has 20 to go. But the thing is about the sirens is that they don't age at all. So when they do become sirens, they tend to not age over the years. So like, they become sirens at one age, and when they're done being a siren, they're the same age. But like, okay, metaphorically, they're not the same age, but they are. Like, they look the same age, and they pretty much are the same age. It's just like they've been alive for that long. That's what I'm trying to say. And so that's pretty much all I'm going to say about this book, because even if I did do a book review or didn't, I don't want to tell you guys any more about it. And I can't exactly remember. It's like Kaylin, I think. Kaylin is the main character. Kaylin. Kiera Cass has very, very strange names in her books, but that's okay, because like, some of these names are really cute, and they don't mind. But anyway, back to the other books. Next one is September Girls by Bennett Madison, and it's about how this son and this father moved to a town full of really beautiful girls, but the thing is that they all look alike. They all have blonde hair, all have blue eyes, the skin is always flawless, and like, I think the son noticed it before the dad, but they still live there. Like, I don't know if they plan to stay there or not, but I think they're like moving on from town to town, but they're staying in this town for a while, and they cannot figure out why all these girls legit almost look alike completely. But pretty much it's a town full of, spoiler, it's a town full of mermaids, and like, they're all like beautiful and gorgeous, like, cause they live on like the beach, kind of like the beach. It's a beachy town, so like, the town is on the beach, and yeah, that's pretty much all I know about it and what I'm gonna say. So September Girls by Bennett Madison. The last recommendation I have for you guys is Deep Blue by Jennifer. I think it's like Donnelly. I don't really know how to say it, but that's what I'm going to assume it is. I've actually wanted to read this in middle school when I first got reading, but I was like, nah, it wasn't really for me. Like, that's what my thought was at the time, but like, now that I've like read these mermaid books, I'm like, sweet, these are cool. They're not like super childish and stuff. They're actually decent young adult books that don't make a fool out of themselves. So yeah. So Deep Blue is, I actually don't know what that's about. I think it's about like how this mermaid is like her kingdom, something about that. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm sorry I'm not giving you guys a lot of information about it, just out of the blue. Deep Blue puns. Anyway, it's like out of the blue, but like Deep Blue by Jennifer Donnelly. Okay, so for the last thing I want to tell you is I read one book besides the mermaid books. So in total, I read 5 books in May. And this one is H2O by Virginia Bergin. And H2O, you'd think to be like, oh, cool, it's another mermaid book. But no, it's not. And I knew that before I picked it up. It's about how this girl named Ruby is, like, thrown into this chemical disaster in the world. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay. So the rain is like acid. It's so acidic that like, when you touch it, it like kills you. Like, the rain kills you. So like, you can't drink any rain. You can't touch it. You shouldn't touch anybody who like has been contagious, I guess. I'm not really sure. I did read it though, I promise you guys. So it's about this world that people are like not starving because they have food. Okay, they're kind of starving. They're like super thirsty because like, they rampack the stores. they like kill people for stuff. But like, okay, so this main character, I'm not gonna get into it because I'm gonna do a book review later. But this main character is ridiculous. Let me just say this, because me and my friends that have actually read it and talked about it, oh my god, I cannot stand Ruby. Ruby is the main character, and all she cares about is looking perfect. Like, she tries to dye her hair, it does not turn out well. She like goes around with makeup and everything. Like, that's legit all she cares about is like how she looks and not how she's gonna survive. It drives everyone crazy, but that's okay. And I'm not gonna say anything else because I'm not gonna rant on. That's for another video. So, H2O by Virginia Bergin. So that's it for this video. Comment down below any mermaid books you have read or want to read, or just anything you want to comment, I guess. Like this video and subscribe to see more from me and my books and stuff. As you can see, I rainbow-matized my bookshelf. All the like whites and blacks are like that way. You can see some black, but yeah. But if you want me to like do a bookshelf tour, I might do it, but like I'm thinking I'll do it at the end of 2017. I'm thinking about it. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more. And I'll see you guys all later in the next video. Bye!